I'm going to hopefully show you how I made this. Brilliant, I love it. So easy. So there's my old couple of old coasters that I got that just didn't do what I wanted them to do, so I'm going to reuse them. So I'm just going to put them in there. If you haven't got any, just do a small thin, let's see how thin these are, base for them. Really, it's better that way. I've tried different ways, that's the best thing to do. So if you just do an epoxy resin base, just very thin coaster. Once that's done and cured, we then go to UV resin. You can see, I can't really see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do with this is, we do this again. Right, get my little cup, mix it in. I'm going to put in, I've got to see if you can see, some of my UV resin. So I want enough to cover these coasters, just a thin-ish layer across them. Well, enough really, I don't know, to just do the pattern, I guess. So I don't really know how much I got. Maybe need a bit more than that, enough to coat them. Not a lot left in there. So I'm just going to stand that in there. And then just, you can use whatever base colour you like, just find black better. I've done it with a green, which weren't bad. Mix in a little bit of the black, which is the pigment paste from Jade. A good mix. And then we're going to pour some onto these coasters, enough to cover them, cover up all that rubbish underneath, which didn't work how I wanted it to. So this is quite a good way of doing it. Dirty tools, that's no good, Rebecca. And then get that on. Once that done, I just want to, drop it everywhere. I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to use one of these little brushes to squish it round. As I said, don't worry about the colour underneath, because that won't show. It's just a base, that's all. It's very simple to do. It's a good starting thing if you just want to have a play around with UV. I don't think there's enough on that one, but we'll see. There's my torch. I'm going to do the bubbles. I don't think it really matters on this with bubbles because you're going to put this pattern on top, so I think bubbles won't really show anyway. But I'm going to just mix up a little bit more for that second one there, first one, whichever one it is, this one. Doesn't need a lot more, but I do quite like using UV resin just because it dries so quick. I use a lot of epoxy as well, but sometimes it's just nice to make so you can see the finished, see it finished before you're done, without having to wait overnight or longer. Just a little more of that black in there. Just a messy mouth. Yeah, I'm a messy crafter. Again, just make sure it's all covered and try not to make as much mess as I do. It should even itself out. It is on a level surface. God, I'm so messy. Sorting itself out now. Just debubble. I think that's just habit, bubbles. Getting rid of. Oh, let's set that one alive. Right, so now this is a bit of love, and excuse the noise. What we're going to do is in here I just have some washing up liquid. Can you see that from there? I can't see what you can see. Some just cold water, squirt of washing up liquid and my straw. So here we go. Get all those lovely bubbles, pop it on top. Yes, on the wet resin. Make sure you blow and don't suck. That just sounds awful. Cover the whole lot. Oh, let me just see what I'm doing. Fab. Properly covered. That's that, and then we just pop it on to dry. Like so. That's it really. We'll just wait for it to do its thing. I need another wet wipe. While we're waiting, I'm going to just say hello. Welcome to my craft room. It's absolute mess. Oh, Sorry about that. This is my craft room. Look at all those lovelies. Full of stuff. Way too much. I don't know why you keep letting me buy stuff. Because I stopped it. I didn't mean to stop it. I apologise. Switch back on now. Right, pop UV on again. So this is second 2 minutes. We're on now. We're animating. So I have my little pot of bits. So you want, well, I use, I'm sure you can use anything you wish, but I use the chameleon powders, which I also got from Jade. I think I need some more, that's what I think. Put it on again, so this is 3 minutes. Just adding a little bit more of chameleon in there, and I will show you in just a second. I'm going to do one more, so what's that, 4 minutes now? While that is doing its thing, so in this little pot, oh, which I've just thrown all over myself and everywhere, I've just mixed up a bit of chameleon powder, mica, and a little bit of glow in the dark. Can you see it? I can't see what I'm doing. There we go, around about there. And a little of the glow in dark aquamarine. I've got these 3 chameleons, blue, green, and blue, purple, you can see, and red, orange. So they've gone in, and a little bit of aquamarine glow in the dark, which all come from Jade. I reckon they're done. So then, if you can see what's happened, just got to dry this off. Just pat it. If you rub it, the spikes on it are quite sharp, and you'll just end up with tissue or baby wipes stuck to it, whichever it is you're using. But look at that, how amazing. I'm just amazed, it's so easy. So now, with my little bit of a mix up that I've done, just because I could never decide which colour, so I always just put a bit of everything in. including glow in the dark. So just brush this on. I do it with this little hard brush and black, whatever that is, all over me. I covered myself in whatever. I'm always messy. A little hard brush. If you use a soft brush, it just don't work. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't work very well. I tried it with an old makeup brush and it just sort of broke the brush up into bits. It just didn't like it. I've tried it with a sponge. That just ripped the sponge because, like I said, these are quite sharp, these pointy bits. So this is the best thing so far. Little hard brush. So that's got all the chameleons in. A little bit of glow in the dark. Just to see. Brush it all over. I suppose you don't have to use chameleon. You can use whichever colours you wish. I'm assuming. I was thinking that holographic silver pen I got off Jade would be really good on this. But the mica pen, sorry, but it wouldn't. It's a little sponge on it to put it on and it wouldn't work. You'd need to do a little hard brush. But I think if you had like a silver holographic mica, that would look great on these. Oh, I'll put my little pot up there, which I use for all my odds and ends bits. How amazing are they? I just love them. So all I'm going to do now is give them a top coat. I'm going to take them out of them because I don't really need them in them anymore. I'm going to just cut those bits of UV off that's stuck around them, around the edges. Now, I'm going to pop them on like so. With them. See how fab do they look? I absolutely love it. I think it's so brilliant, it's so easy. It's just really good. So now I'm just going to mix a little bit of epoxy resin and just do a little top flood coat thingy to sort that out. I'm now going to put the mask on. Just bear with. Is it only me that when I put a mask on, I feel the need to say, I am your father? I've got no idea. Probably is just about it. So I'm just going to use, I don't know if there's enough of that one to do. Probably not, this one take out. Oh. Whichever resin you usually use, I'm assuming anything to do. I'm going to go with this one. That's just what's there. Now I don't want a lot, just enough to cover them. So what we're going to do, 30 of that. I think 30 grams for 31, and then So I'm not set to 46 now a bit much, but there we go. Such as life. Oh, where's the scary brush gone? I can't see what I'm doing now. There's too much stuff in here. To get all this stuff from child. Oh, like that. Alright, I'm just going to use a leaf stick because it's one I can find. Good stuff. Put them on yourselves. I'll use them shortly. So what's in here is approximately 46 grams. Just press the resin. This is what I'm going to use. I usually, when I'm mixing, stand it on one of these, which I've used forever, as you can see by the state of it, but I've got to plug it in to warm it up. It does help, it does make a difference. If you leave it on there too long, you've had it. Lovely colour that's got, looks like. It's probably too much even, I don't know yet. So all we're going to do, move them bits out of the way. Is that everybody does things differently. I'm just going to add. Can you see? I've moved them out of shot. There. And then all we do is just pop that on. Cover it up so you get a nice flat surface. Where's that going that way? There's my little brush. It's alright if it drips off, I don't mind the mess, as you could probably tell. Organised chaos is what this room is, and I love it. That's sort of all they're going to need really. And I would just tidy up the edges when it's dried, and I'll probably put a cork backing on just to cover up that ugly coaster that was underneath that I was just playing around with. And then I'll do the sides in a silver leafing pen. I don't know why I prefer silver to gold. No idea why that is. Each to their own. It's definitely going to need some more on that one. See, I've done way too much. It was like only 45 mils. Could have got away with half of that, I think. I'm going to put some more on, see where we go. Fill it right up. This one's dripping here, there and everywhere. Oh, it's leaning. So I'm going to put, I don't know why it's leaning, the table's flat. Must have been the one underneath. I'm going to pop that there. Probably go too far the other way now. Oh. See what happens when that evens out. That's it, job done. I am a fiddler. I like to fiddle. The best part of crafting is the fiddling. Pretty much, but look at those, how fabulous are they? I just love them.